We're live now.
All right, CMD Boxing Reports. Ronell Hig reporting here. And I'm back at it for the Boxing Fanatics, right along with my boy, Boxing Block Center.
Here, this is Boxing Below Center alongside with CMD Boss Reports. It's been quite a long time we've done a live stream. We haven't gone live for a long time because my computer, like I told you before, was not working, so I had to fix it. So thank God it's much more better now. So it's very interesting. K Cinema sent me this. First of all, send me this the link and yeah, shout out to Kesida man. The guy is always always update me every time on Twitter. Always,
Right?
yeah. He sent me the link of this news of Luis Ortiz fighting the White Nest, and I read it, and it was from ESPN. Dan Rafael, I think you know the guy,
Mm-hmm.
which means it's legit. According to Dan Rafael, let me try and read it a little bit. This is for you of what I saw. According to the he said British heavyweight contender Dillian Whyte will face Miami, Florida-based Cuban defector Luis Kong Ortiz in a title eliminator July 28 in the United Kingdom. Multiple sources told ESPN on Wednesday. Matchroom boxing promoter Eddie Hearn has stated a Thursday news conference in London at which he said White and his next opponent will come face to face. White is Luis Ortiz in UK right now?
I don't think so.
Because Thursday is like tomorrow. Thursday is tomorrow. I mean today already. It is in today.
Well,
Today. I
well,
mean, by the,
Thursday is it's Wednesday here.
oh. That means that it might be Friday here. Friday here.
Right.
Okay. This is quite interesting. What do you first of all think about this potential matchup?
Well, like I said, um, it's going to be a lot of heat if Dillian White lose. Okay. Now, this right here is a I don't know fight because Dillian White, like you said, he does bring a lot to the table. And he says, yeah, he has Dave Allen, but Luis Ortiz, he still got that power, and he did pretty good against Deontay Wilder. All right, you seen the fight? I thought they was going to stop it, but looks like he got some benefits. They took some time in between rounds and whatnot. However, like I said, the reason why a lot of people, especially the UK fans, will catch a lot of heat because a lot of people were saying that Luis Ortiz is old. Oh, Deontay Wilder be the old man. But if he comes up and he beats Dillian White, what they're going to, a lot of the American boxing
Luis,
fans and
Lu-
hardcore,
Luis Ortiz,
Luis Ortiz,
Luis Ortiz is 59 years old. Listen carefully.
59.
Yeah,
Damn. But
definitely, definitely. Well, bro, we've got to say the truth. Luis Ortiz, I heard rumors about it. Listen, Luis Ortiz needs a medication to be able to to breathe. We've
get
got to
out.
see that as well. And I'm not saying that Luis Ortiz don't have the potential to beat Dillian White because he's much more a better boxer than Dillian White. We all know that. But Dillian White has got the youth. Dillian White has got the energy. And Dillian White has got the strength of a warrior. I mean, Dillian White is a guy who will fight anybody. Anybody, like I said. We've got to put it
Yeah.
out. And someone is already disliking the video. Well, you can dislike the video how you want, but I'm just telling the truth. The guy is 59 years old. Just play the video if you want.
he says he'll Daniel said he'll be generous and say he's 45, and PCB he agreed. He said, yeah, 45
okay.
decent.
Didn't
Hey, I'm 45.
PCB said, come on, 59 years old. Oh, come on, man. Listen, Deontay Wilder himself called Luis Ortiz an old man in the press conference. Yes or no? And Lou DiBella said, we don't even know how old this guy is. They don't even know how old he is.
No, because where he's from, they don't have birth records. You know, they have to go by what he say.
They have birth records. They do have in Nigeria. They have even my great grandfather, who was born in 1901. He has a birth certificate. What are you saying? Cuba is not a village. Cuba, have you forgotten that?
No.
Have you forgotten that in Cuba have the best doctors in the world? Have you forgotten that?
No. However, this is what they're bringing out when they was talking about his age. Dan Raphael, I believe he said the same. That he doesn't have official, like when he came here, all right, he didn't come here with that information. So yeah, Cuba got he has that, but when he came to the United States, he didn't have all that information. They had to go by what he said. And that's the same thing with some of these Mexican boxers. Like I remember watching what was his name? Undango or something like that, his name. And he said he was 27. And at that time I was like, what, 30, 36. And Adongo looked way older than me. He looked like he was like 40, 43, 44 at the time. But he said he was 27. I was like, nah. He was the guy that Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican dude that Canelo Alvarez had knocked out. You know, that comes with them too. Like when they come over to the States illegally, they don't have all that paperwork. You know, we have to go by what they say. So that's what I meant to say. You know, Larry Holmes beat Butterbean when he was 52. Literally, he came in built like a sumo wrestler. Which one? Butterbean or because Butterbean, he's pretty big. But Butterbean, he's around that age too. He's around in his 50s or so.
No, Dillian Whyte is not the best boxer in UK apart from Anthony Joshua. No, he's not. Who said Dillian Whyte is the best boxer apart from Anthony Joshua in the UK? Who said that? PC Beast. Who said that? Who said that? Just let's be truthful here. Dillian Whyte is not the best boxer in the UK apart from Anthony Joshua. You know, it's not. Dillian Whyte is top 3, top 4, top 5, but not the best. You know, to be the best, I think you've got to have. I mean, Tyson Fury. Let's say Tyson Fury now. Let's say Tyson Fury is a much more better boxer than Dillian Whyte, even though Tyson Fury is inactive. But right now, I will pick Dillian Whyte to beat Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury is inactive. But when Tyson Fury is on his game, when his mindset is right, believe me, that guy is a phenomenal boxer. Don't underestimate the guy. So Tyson Fury, he might be right now number 3. Or number 3 or number 2, I guess. Dillian Whyte is maybe
if he's number 2, that he makes his point. But he's one of the best, you know, the second best to Joshua. If he's number 2.
Well, Joe Joyce, I've got more experience than Dillian Whyte. You know that, Nia Daniel?
You have more experience than Dillian Whyte? Wow. Hey. All right, Daniel.
For those of you guys watching, please click the like button as you watch. If you want to join us right now, if you want to join CMD Boss Reports and Boxing Block Setter, BBC, like some of you guys call me, just let me know and I can post the link on the chat section and you guys can just click the link and join us. let's talk about boxing. I heard one Water fan wanted to join me another day. He said whenever I'm live, he would like to join in Discord and other stuff. But when I'm live, the guy disappears.
Uh,
Uh,
so you guys are trolling. Well, PCBs. Where you from? If you don't mind me asking. Fury is a bum. Nope, I don't agree with that. To be the man, you got to beat the man. I mean, I'm from the USA, so I'm sitting up here. I know it's late over there where Boxing Block Center is, but here it's still daytime, and wifey should be coming home in the next 40 minutes or so. I want to cook, but anyway, with this fight, if this fight is okay, you from New Zealand, all right, cool. This with this fight, all right. Like I said, it's when I looked on Tyson Fury's record, his box rec, it said that it's to be announced. It said TBA. It didn't have anything on Luis Ortiz's box rec. It only had his last fight with Deontay Wilder on it. So
Adewale, Adewale, you're a pro Water fan. Can you join us now on the live? Can you join us live and talk about boxing? I can post a link here. Let me post a link here for
where's
some
he
of you.
at?
Adewale, I think it's in the US.
Wh-
He's a huge Water fan, but he has a Nigerian name. I think he's a Nigerian because he speaks in English. But I think he might have been born in the USA or maybe lived there or naturalized
What's
there.
his name?
Adewale, that's his name. That's a Yoruba name. Was
Oh, I see him. I see him. That's Dillian Whyte versus Ortiz is a great
Okay, wait.
fight. I'm
Adewale,
glad.
Adewale, wait. Let me post the stuff there on the live chat. You can join us on Hangout. Okay, that's it. I post already. For those of you guys who want to join, just click the link and you join us live in direct. So let's talk boxing. For those of you guys who always come to my
Hey, you got to show me how to do this with the like post links and whatnot, because I'm going to go do a live stream. I wanted to do one Saturday when the Terrence Crawford fight hits. Now with the Tyson Fury, they said Tyson Fury fight Saturday. I had to see if that's coming on TV, but if it's not, hold on, let me see real quick.
I'm pure Nigerian blood man, and AJ is disgracing us. How? How is AJ disgracing us? I don't understand it. I mean, how is it disgracing us? AJ, listen carefully. Not every boxer or not every celebrity accepts their roots. AJ embraces root. His father lives in Nigeria. His father is a Yoruba guy. His father, and he is still close to his cousins in Ogun State. So I don't understand how someone who embraced Nigeria has a African tattoo on his hand with a Nigeria map outlined on it, and you're telling me he's disgracing us. So how is he doing this? AJ says AJ said blacks are superior. Well, he didn't say that. He didn't say that because Eddie Chambers is a black guy as well. It's not like Eddie Chambers is white. So we don't know what happened. A lot of people just get into the conclusion that AJ said this. AJ did not mention anything white there in that message, and we don't really know. Anything can be, you know, fabricated, so we don't know what really happened. And the media didn't ask AJ, what's going on. They didn't ask him. So if the media didn't ask him, that means maybe it's not a business. I don't know what happened, but I think AJ is not a racist because his grandmother is an Irish woman. So let's just keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it
Well,
real.
yeah, well, I don't know. Irish man, they seem to get around. I mean, I have an Irish last name. And so I have that on my dad's side. But you couldn't tell by looking at me though. But you could tell looking at my pops. My dad is lighter than AJ. But yeah, I understand what you're saying about like all he did was put it out there that blacks are superior, but he really didn't get a chance to explain the statement.
AJ never said blacks are superior. AJ never said that. Show me where he said that. AJ never said that.
I don't know. I mean, I heard about it. I heard him say it.
AJ never said that. AJ never said that. People should stop trying to, lie on this man. This guy never said blacks are superior. He never said that. Show me a video where AJ said it. Not just by text message. Not text message, because anybody can fabricate anything. I can edit something right now and make it seem real. You would think it's real, right?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean it's real. Show me a video where AJ said blacks are superior. Then I will believe it. Or
I can't even show a video, because even if it was a video out, that video could be edited. You know what I'm saying? It could be someone adding his voice onto it. So
I don't understand why people. The guy he bought a car for his first boxing coach. His first boxing coach is what? Is it black? No, it's a white guy. Right. So why will he do that if he feels that way? I mean, people. The thing is that AJ changed to a better person. He was a trouble kid, and a trouble kid to the extent that he had to get some discipline in Nigeria. The mother had to take him to Nigeria to get some discipline. And she took him to Nigeria, and he went to Nigeria, was young, went to a boarding school, and then got back again, and got back to the UK. He was a trouble kid. People think that AJ just is just a silver spoon kid. Listen, his parents are like me. They went to the UK as immigrants. You understand? Went to the UK. We all know how immigrants have to work very hard to get to where they want to get to. I'm talking about my example. I'm looking at how I struggled. The country that I am now, I struggled a lot to be where I am right now. Went to many offices, had to do a couple of jobs, had to. So if I tell you the struggle, my children now, who are born here, who are citizens of this place, then maybe they grow up one day and become much more better than me, and you say, oh, they are silver spoon kids. No, they're not. You understand? Because where I came from, I had to struggle to be where I am. Instead, it wasn't given to me. So looking at the AJ's parents, okay, let me tell you one thing now. Have you guys forgotten that? If you doubt me now, I can show you an article right now where AJ, when he was arrested, where he was called a son of Nigerian parents. A son. He was not called a British guy. He said they called him. That article was published by Daily Email. Daily Mail or Daily Mail or what they call it. They called AJ a son of Nigerian parents. They did not call him a British guy or an English born. They did not call him that. They called him because he was caught. Then they called him a son. So many Nigerians are born in the UK. I mean, thousands of them are born in the UK. And then if they do something bad, they call them Nigerians. They don't call them British. I'm just saying the truth now, because I have cousins who are born in the UK, and one of them got into trouble. That's what they did. They couldn't take him back to Nigeria, because he's born there, but they didn't see him as a British guy. You understand? So although the guy is out of trouble now, he's living a better life now, because before he grew up in the street, and when you're the minority in the UK, it's kind of a little bit harder. So you've got to work your way up. There's nothing is given to you, bro. You've got to work your way up. Um, AJ never sold drugs. AJ never sold drugs.
And who is these people? Blisk. Who are they? Blisk Superior. That must be a new race never heard of. The Blisk should verse the Blacks. I don't know who the Blisks are, but I would like to meet some of them someday.
So, let's talk about Dillian Whyte because this is becoming about AJ, and a lot of people.
No, but hey,
It's about Dillian Whyte, bro, because this is about Dillian Whyte. So let's give the guy his props. So, what do you think if Dillian Whyte gets this or this? What do you think about that, bro? As in, would you give him his props?
If he was to win against Ortiz?
If he was to fight Luis Ortiz, if he was to announce that he's fighting Luis Ortiz,
yeah, I'll give him his props because, like you said, all right, the man will fight anyone. Okay, yeah, I'll give him his props on. Right? But even if he lose, I'll still give him his props.
Well, I don't.
For taking on a dangerous man with a deadly reputation.
Listen, Luis Ortiz was dangerous, but not anymore. The guy is 59 years old, and he needs medication. He needs medication to to breathe. But you understand what I'm saying? So,
is it to breathe or is it for his? Was it blood pressure? I know he had something like blood pressure pills.
Blood pressure is very dangerous. You know that?
Yeah.
So. He has breath problem. The guy has breath problem. Believe me, I'm just saying the truth now. I mean, I didn't get to know that. Someone told me. I didn't get to know that before. Someone told me. Someone very close to their camp told me about it on Twitter. He wrote me on Twitter, and I talk to a lot of people. I talk to all this. I don't really necessarily have to talk to the fathers direct. But I talk to people close to them. Some follow me on Twitter, so I write. Just talk about boxing and other stuff, and about boxing
right.
as well. And Luis
Ortiz. I know.
Yeah, I'm listening, bro.
No, all right, go ahead. I understand what you're saying, but just in case, I had got a message in my discussion box. A fan left me what do you call it? An article. Now, I do want to follow UK boxing because it's hot now. So if any of you guys, if y'all do subscribe to my page, drop me some links on up and coming fights. Because we are not getting any information over here in the States about fights. The only information we get are guys like Dillian Whyte and Anthony Joshua for some unknown reason. We're not getting everyone else.
Or about Tyson Fury.
Yeah, we get information on him, but his fight's not being shown over here.
Yeah,
actually, we didn't. It wasn't a Saturday. This Saturday, it's not this Saturday, right?
Yeah, this Saturday against Safer.
Nope, we didn't. We didn't get no information. There's nobody showing it.
No, Showtime is showing it.
Not being showed over here. I just looked. I didn't see it. Not unless it's the main event or it's going to be on.
Okay, the main event here. I don't know about the.
Oh well, it didn't. I just looked and it didn't say anything. It did show some fights, but it didn't say Tyson Fury. I looked on my schedule. So wait, if Showtime show is going to be in the daytime. Let me see. Showtime. Abner Maris, Leo Santa Cruz, and Abner Maris. That's on the 9th. Let me see who's going to be on there. Let me see. Get the full info. No, it don't say anything about Tyson Fury. It just say Cruz 34-1 night and Abner Maris. They're just talking about the main event. No, great.
I don't remember. So, what do you think about? What happens when? Because right now, I just saw the Anthony Joshua interview they did on Sky Sports, and they asked him about the water, and he said that he's not going to, be chasing people around. So the water, he wants the water nest, and if he can get that, he's going to fight the next man, which is Povetkin. So, and he says that he's had to fight his way up to this point in such a short time that he doesn't have to run or chase another fighter. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this can go because this water and Joshua saga just keep going, just keep going. And the bitterness between the fans is growing. Me myself, I'm a Joshua supporter, definitely Joshua supporter. Normally I don't like to get into this water or chastising water or insulting the guy or maybe because at the end of the day they're fathers, so you've got to respect them. But after seeing the rivalry from a lot of um, comment that some people make about Joshua, as a Nigerian myself, I cannot lie that I can just wait, just stand still and see that happening. You know, you understand. So Joshua to me is a Ninja blood. So I must defend Ninja blood first before anything. It's just how I am. I don't normally get into this. You're American, you're this, you're that. But those people, I think they think kind of different. It doesn't have to do with American. It just has to do with the mentality of well, yeah, we Black Americans or stuff like that. I mean, maybe that's the reason why they're doing that. Like, oh, we're Black Americans, so you support our own. Even though Joshua is also Black as well, but they just kind of turn it upside down. Like they say he's a coon, but the Otawara went to the waters, right? He went to the waters. Joshua did not go there. So who's Coney right here now? You might say John Tawada went there for the Jackson family, but believe me, John Tawada has the right to say I'm not going there because of what he said Donald Trump represents, right? When I think the LeBron James was invited to the White House. Yeah, LeBron James. He was invited. I think.
Yeah.
He did not go, right? Did he go?
I don't think so. I didn't see LeBron James there.
He didn't go. He was invited. I checked it.
But since you brought that up, I just want to say one thing about that. Definitely. I was going to try to make a video about it, but out of all people that was going to get roasted by the Americans about Jack Johnson, it should have been Barack Obama, because with him being like the first Black president and with him like being biracial, because Jack Johnson was in a biracial relationship, everyone thought that would touch him, even more and make him want to depart Jack Johnson, but it didn't. He had his hands in other things, and what do you know? It took a man who don't even like blacks to depart the guy, or at least that's what people say. So that's why I was like,
listen, Donald Trump did that. He did that in order to make it seem cool, like the guy is an inbred racist guy. Believe me, I have been to his father's village in Germany.
Right.
This is not what you tell me or someone told me, or this is what I'm hearing in the news. No, I went there myself. His father is from Karstadt in Germany. You have to go there if you want to really know the history of the family. You know what I'm saying? So you go there. The village itself, they are very close-minded people. I went there. As a Black man, I went there. You know what I'm saying? So they are close-minded people. I talked to a few people there. I spoke German with them, and just had a little question. We just had a chat, and it was so close-minded. When you talked about Donald Trump, I mean the father, they don't like it. They don't like it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They just try to swap this. But if you go to other places like Germany, and you talk about it, like you go to the Hanover side, you go to Düsseldorf side, you go to Dortmund side, you go to West Germany, They're open-minded about it. They don't like Donald Trump. But if you go to that place, that Kashtat, where his father's from, and try to talk to people there, and by the way, there are a lot of old people live there, so go there. It's a hell of a different history. If you're black, believe me. So I've been there. So it's not something someone told me. I just the people living there still have the mindset of 1807 or 1800 something, whereby they see you kind of as a black man, see you kind of. I don't know how to say it, but it's just how they heard. So they different. Nowadays Germany is a little bit more civilized, because the younger generation understands more about different cultures and all that stuff. But believe me, a German who is 70 years old plus 70 plus, or let's say 60 plus old, still have this racism inside them. I live here. My kids are
Mhm.
from here, so I know this by just experience. And they might act like they are innocent to you. They might laugh at you, but believe me, typical racist devils.
Yeah.
I know this because I live here, because I've studied the people. So the younger generations um, from let's say 20 upward to 30, uh, 30, 35 to 40, more understanding, because they've traveled a lot. They've interacted with a lot of people from different places. They're more civilized. But those people up to 50 something upward, some of them can act like they like you just to laugh with you, but in
Uh-huh.
reality, they don't really like you. When you guys get into some argument, they start bringing their true color out.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
Well, we got that over here. Like it's like that in the north of the United States, but in the South, the people are real. They'll let you know right offhand. Look, I don't mess with you people, this, that, and the third. You keep on your end, I keep on my end. I don't joke. They'll let you
So
know right then and there.
Donald Trump,
But check this out.
yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Go ahead.
Donald Trump's one thing I'm trying to clarify is that Donald Trump, if you want to really know about Donald Trump, you gotta know about Donald Trump in the USA. He might be born there, but that's not where his history starts from. Even though his
No.
mother his mother is from Scotland, Scotland had nothing to do with it. The guy, he took all his German side, the German spirit, the German whole. I'm talking about whole German spirit now. This had a Hitler
Hmm.
stuff spirit. This is what he took. You understand? This is what he's born with, and this is what his kids are born with as well. Even though he married foreign wife, foreign wives, his kids are born with that whole German devilish blood.
Yeah.
Those raises, the deep raises blood they have in them. So I've been to the village. I've been to the village. I see things. I just know what someone told me or I saw on TV. I went to the village myself and I saw it myself just by speaking to the people and just how they respond. And just see, look, you have to, some people you read them, you read their eyes, read them how
Yeah.
when they talk, their eyes, how they control their eyes. You just know that this person is not pure. I'm just saying Donald Trump is someone like that. But the difference is that Donald Trump is very truthful about it. He's very bold about it. He doesn't hide it. You know,
Mm-mm.
he calls people who are fighting for freedom sons of bitches. People who kneel down for the national item instead of addressing the issue and say, "Why are you doing this?" Because the struggle, they don't know the struggle. You don't know the struggle these people are going through. Even though we might say that some people they stereotype African Americans a lot, and I think that being stereotypical is very bad as well. You know, and Donald Trump doesn't understand what's going on. When you're not, when you are born with with privilege, not just about being rich. You understand? I'm telling you, as a
Yeah.
traveler, a guy who speaks more than 7 languages, a guy who's been to many countries, Arabic countries, Asian countries, European countries, all of us. So see a lot of things, a lot of things. So a lot of different people with different cultures. I'm just telling you right now, if you're in certain color, no matter even if you're American or you're African, you have some certain color. There's some place you enter, you go some vigilant. People will just be as a vigilante. They'll just people, random people will become vigilante just because the color you're in. So Donald Trump
Yeah.
doesn't have that stuff in him just because. Let's forget about the fact that he's rich. But the color he's in gives him this, privilege over the others. It makes him feel his way. Let's just be truthful here. Donald Trump's father, Donald Trump's father was Donald Trump's father. His family are former Nazis.
Mhm.
I know people, you two don't want to hear this, but I'm just speaking my truth. His
Right.
family, his family are former Nazis. This didn't start in America. All this stuff didn't start in America. Racism was imported in America. Racism was imported in America. It didn't start there.
Yep.
It started in this continent that I am now. You know, although this continent has changed, Europe have changed a lot, and some countries have evolved, which is quite to see. Like in the UK now, you see a lot of evolved in the UK. You know, you see in the UK now they're trying to assimilate with people, trying to, you know, there's still some systematic racism there as well because I've got cousins who are born there. But it's not so much like it was in the 60s or early 80s because people are growing up. The young ones are understanding different cultures right now. You understand? So this is what I want to say. It's just how it is,
No, yeah,
bro.
we see that. We've seen, one of the royal family members get married and all, and yeah, it's changing.
Definitely changing.
But
Definitely changing.
but to be frank, they keep in their blood. Now I heard that she's like a some type of cousin of his, and I could believe it because they keep the blood royal.
Do you know that the British monarchy is from Germany?
No, I didn't know.
Well, you have to know now because the British people themselves came from Germany. They are of the Germanic tribes. You know, they didn't just appear in England like that.
Yeah,
They came from somewhere, and Germany made them. That's why they have Germanic tribes. And you go to like this this Dutch people as well. Germanic tribes are quite. I mean, they are quite brave people if you look at them. You know, they are very brave. You also have a Slavic tribe as well, like Slavic people, like Polish, Russians. All those are Slavic people.
yeah,
So I remember I read a book about Slavic and the Germanic tribes fighting in the past. It's just crazy. It's just like how it is in Africa right now. In some countries, some tribes fighting other tribes. It used to be like that here
yeah.
until it became a country. I mean, there has been more wars here, than there's been in Africa. Yeah, there have been more wars here, more disunity. Yeah, people here don't used to like themselves. An Englishman, an Englishman don't used to assimilate with a German man.
Mm-mm.
They were divided as well, but they came together, and this I think politics brought them together. So that's why they say politics can bring people together as well. But in Africa right now, it just. I mean, the politics has been in Africa, but this democracy did not benefit a lot of African countries. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it wasn't a system. It wasn't a system. The system was quite different. So when you try to change someone's system, which it doesn't really suit them, either he make them progress, or he destroys them, or make them less
Yeah.
progressive. So this is what
Yes.
happened.
Yes. I know that.
It is
That I know.
this is what happened in some African countries. I mean, we're just a history. We are talking history lessons now.
Yeah, yeah, I know. But yeah, you made a real good point there. Like when you try to change somebody else,
you know,
like structure and all, yeah, it tears them down.
they are trying because they try to change. The Europeans right now, with democracy, they try to change a lot of countries in Africa, but it's not going to benefit a lot of countries in Africa. It's not going to like just like Nigeria now. Nigeria, let's say Nigeria. It's my country. Let's just, for example, okay, we had democracy. I mean, we didn't have democracy. We had military regime or so like that before democracy came.
Hmm.
Democracy has benefited us in a way, but has given us the worst cancer, you know, and this cancer is corruption. Democracy has made thieves become saints. When they do something, as the one as politicians steal something right now, steal a lot of money. I was just watching a news the other day, Nigerian uh, TV channel. I mean, I have on my phone, and a minister was caught with $50 million. A minister, oh, a Nigerian minister, on his way to Dubai.
Oh wow.
$50 million cash. This is not like check cash. A Nigerian minister was caught with $50 million cash. You know what I'm saying? They caught
Hmm.
this guy. They caught this guy, and what happened? The government they free the guy because he has influence. I mean, there's influence around him. This is what I'm saying. They went to court and other stuff, and then he said, "Oh, it's not my money. This. We all know this is money for sure because he was caught in another country, not in Nigeria. Huh? He was
You're
caught
right.
in Niger, another country, a country close by, a country near, close to Nigeria, Niger. That's where he was caught on his way to Dubai. So imagine a minister with that kind of money. Just imagine a governor or president. So that's why I said democracy, like the great fella Kuti, a legendary Nigerian musician, the founder of Afrobeat music, he said democracy is not a democracy. It is called demonstration of Chris. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
Demonstration of Chris. That's the real meaning of democracy. That's what I'm saying. So when you see in America right now is demonstration of Christ. Um,
Oh, all
Socialism,
right.
socialism is even much better because if you look at Denmark, just look at Denmark right now. Denmark as an example. Denmark is a socialist country. It's not really a democratic country. They are doing much, much, much better than a country like America. I know America is being much bigger,
Uh,
but the system benefits more the people more. You know, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know, bro. Let's talk about this Lewis Ortiz.
yeah. No, but you was on point. But I wanted to say one thing though before we go back to Luis Ortiz real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they up here playing, and I got something to say to somebody on here. I think that's Daniel. I have to something. I got to say something too. But I was on my Instagram, and it was these yeah, young guys on there. They was on there live, and they had accents. So I'm thinking the way they were talking like they were like from this side of the world. They definitely weren't American because their accents. So I probably thought they were from like probably the Bahamas or Jamaica somewhere because like the slang they was using, they was talking like with American slang, but they just had the accent. So I said, "Hey, where are you guys from?" I mean, they was using the N word and all. And the guy said, "We are from South Africa." I was like, "What?" So I typed in that I'm from the USA. And as soon as they read, "Oh crap, he from the USA," they ended the screen. I'm like, "Wow." And I was like, "What's that? What was that about?" But
Well, what did they say? What did they say? We said what they did. What?
I mean, they ended the live stream as soon as they seen I was from the USA.
There was using the N word.
Yeah, yeah, yup. They were talking like straight up boys from America and everything. I'm like, either they was I mean, watching some YouTube vids or imitating some of these hip hop artists over here, but I really thought they were from this side. I thought they was like either from the Bahamas, I mean, some of them, they even look like, American. One dude had a box haircut, a haircut something similar to yours, the one that you have in your picture. On
Okay.
yeah, he had one of them. It was all around box he had, you know. But
But
as soon as I put America, they dipped.
I don't know. I don't know much about South Africans,
South Africa, yeah.
but I've heard. I know I know Nigerians that live there. A lot of Nigerians live in South Africa.
Right.
So they told me that the young youth of South Africa,
Mm.
young youth, most youth of Africa are into this gang culture.
Oh yeah, yup. Because I was about to say they were doing that too.
You have to know that
And
a lot of them have gone in that country.
but I want to say another thing too. One thing I never did like, and if you ever talk to another person from the USA who's around my age,
Yeah.
they can prove what I'm about to tell you is true.
Yeah.
Right? I remember about we going back more than 20 years. Right? In the dictionary, they were trying to say, like, I always knew people from Nigeria were called Nigerians. Okay, I always knew that as a kid growing up. But
Yeah.
in our American Webster dictionary, it didn't say that. It'll say, what is an N? What is a nigger? And they'll say a nigger is a person from Nigeria. So instead of calling y'all Nigerians, no lie. That's what they were saying to call people from Nigeria. And I said no. And one boy said, yeah, look at the dictionary. I said, I don't care what the dictionary said. I said that dictionary was written by a man with the problem. But they took that word out of the dictionary. Somebody, I think like 15 years ago, they stopped putting those in American dictionaries. But
It's someone from Nigeria because of the
yeah,
NIG there. That's the reason
yeah,
why they.
mm, yeah,
Listen, Kevin,
and,
Nigeria
yeah,
as a country, um, that name Nigeria, was
yeah.
given to us by a British woman,
Oh, okay.
and the name came about through the Niger River. And there's a river, the Niger River. That if you don't know, I don't think you know it, but you can read about it. That's how it came about. True, because as of now, we are named after a river
Okay.
through the Niger River. So, which connects a lot of to the regions in Nigeria. It connects like Delta, the north side as well, Abuja. Uh, that's why that name was given to her, so I think. And a lot of people, we don't have a problem with that name. I'm a proud Nigerian, you understand? But if someone want to turn it upside down, like make it seem like, well,
Yeah.
let him say it to my face then. Yeah, it's good to, yeah, it's good. Or let them go to Nigeria, and say that. They are good enough to
Mhm.
say that Nigerians, you understand? You understand? So let them say that and see what happens to them. I'm a very proud
Right.
Nigerian.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because that's not how it is. That's not how the name. In fact, I'm Edo. You understand? So my
Right.
tribe is my identity.
Right.
Nigeria is my nationality. My
Right.
identity is where I come from. My culture is not Nigerian because Nigeria is a country with a lot of tribes, with a lot of ethnic groups, with a lot of cultures, different tribes with different cultures. We have our own history. So Nigeria is like that.
Right.
My
Boom.
identity
Uh,
comes from my tribe. Then nationality wise, I'm Nigerian. So this makes us like everybody's Nigerian, whether it's a Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, other tribe, there's a lot of tribes there. So anyone you are, it doesn't matter. We're Nigerians. That's why we changed it to Niger. We don't call if I see someone from Nigeria, I would say you be Niger guy. I would not say Niger, are you Nigerian? No, I would not say that because we changed to Niger. That's why we changed. I think I understand what you're trying to say. That's what the reason why we changed. We kind of changed it a little bit to Niger.
right.
We don't say Niger. That's what we say now.
Mm,
You understand? You be Niger guy. Meaning, are you Nigerian? So we don't say
right.
if you're outsider, you can say Nigerian. That's not how it came about. Even though we are mainly, let's say, 99%, black. Understand? So, but that doesn't mean that
Right.
that because of the N word is what how we go our name. No, it's
No.
through the river Niger. That's how we go our name. And that name was given to
Right.
us by British women. You know,
Okay.
and me, I really, me, I love the name. So I love the name. Just that some people, when they hear you're Nigerian, they think you're a scammer. They think you want to they think you want to scam them.
I don't believe that stuff either.
And it's kind of funny. And it's kind of funny that um, Europeans taught Nigerians about computer. They taught us how to use computer and other stuff. And Nigerians now
Mm,
got to know more about computers than than them. Instead of using some Nigerians, I mean the ones that do this stuff now, the ones that
right.
do it, because there's some that do it. Like out of 200 million of us, maybe only 1 million do it. And those 1 million, most of them might live in might be anywhere. I don't know. Yes. So me, I'm just some people say that there's this negativity about Nigeria, but they are forgetting that Nigeria still remains the most populous African country in the whole wide world. There's a reason for that, not because of just um, 419 or common stuff, because we excel in everything. Most things we excel in it. You understand? Like I said,
Yeah.
if you go to a country and you don't see a Nigerian there, you know that country is not good for black men to be. Full stop. I'm
Yeah.
just I'm just telling you right now. If you go to a country and you don't see a Nigerian there, just know that country is not good for a black man to be. That's just the truth. Because anywhere you go, you see a Nigerian there. Anywhere you go, anywhere you go, anywhere you go. Go to Finland, you go to Poland, you go to Greenland, you go to Canada, you go to New Zealand, you go to USA, you go to UK, you go to Germany, you go to Russia, you go to Kazakhstan, you go to Saudi Arabia, you go to Qatar, you go to Dubai, you go to China, you go to Korea, you go to Japan, you go to Australia, you go to New Zealand, you must see a Nigerian there. Must be one there.
Right.
Also, I was surprised seeing a Nigerian who was a mayor of this small country. I think Slovakia. He's a mayor.
He's a
I think
mayor.
yeah, it's Slovakia. I think I was surprised. I saw it in the news. I was like, for real? The guy has lived there since 20 20 years. I was like, what? His keys, everything born there, you know, and address many places. So it's just like that, bro. Like I said before, if you go to a country and you don't see Nigeria there, just know that that country is not good for black people to be. That's what it is.
Right.
You know, some people say we travel a
You,
lot. We travel a lot. Why don't we stay in Nigeria? Well, we are 200 million plus people. So, which means
that's
people
a
have to
small
live.
country. Yeah.
You know that? I mean,
Right.
it's a small country, but the population is very much. It's a lot.
But then again, they had a. I remember I was reading a book when they measured like some countries to America. Like half them countries take up half of America. I'm like, wow, half like some of the countries take up like 25 states in America. I'm like, wow.
Well,
But
America's 300 something million a million, right?
yeah,
And we're
well,
two,
it's
yeah,
no, but
200
we got a
something.
lot of illegals here.
No. It's 300 something million. I mean the ones are Americans. I'm
Right.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about
Yeah.
foreigners, because if we should count foreigners, you have to count the Chinese to it, because count the Indians to it, count the other Africans that come to Nigeria to it. You know, we are talking about Nigerians
Right.
now. So Americans is 300 million
Yeah.
plus, and America is far much bigger than Nigeria. You know, Nigeria is a small country, not really small country, but small compared to the size of America in terms of the landscape and everything. You know, so we've been able to do good for ourselves. I mean, we've been able to listen. If you go to so many hospitals. So like in America, you go to a lot of hospitals. You see Nigerian there, Nigerian doctor. You know,
Hmm.
you see some. Believe me, in America, there you see a lot of Nigerian doctors there. You know,
Right.
I'm just telling you now. So what this guy say? Everybody prefers.
Yeah. White women. I hear what you're saying. Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. My first crush was on a white female, but as an American man in my 40s, I have yet to ever date a white female. I'm not racist against white women, but it was just that I became attracted to the light brown black female. I mean, it was just something about her, about them that attracted me to them. I just thought they were lovely. But my the first two white females, I mean, that blew me away was Wonder Woman and some other young girl from what was it, the Brady Bunch. I was a kid then. Nah, because Mickey Waz said he's black, but he loves his white women. Does that make him a racist? So I said yes, it does. But I'm just messing with him. Mhm. Because if you only love white women, yeah, you're racist. Because when you see Asian, Hispanic, or black, no, I prefer white. So yeah, you're racist. Nah, nah, man, it's who you prefer. All right, people are people. Okay, I mean, it's what attracts you. So that's how I see it.
Well, let me have a little bit of
I,
chat of it. A little bit of
I wanted to say something about Anthony Joshua. I want you to check out Travis Gotti, his boxing. He had a video up with Anthony Joshua as an amateur, and he got knocked out. And this was like in 2015. Maybe that was 2015 when it was uploaded, because Anthony Joshua, he was already fighting pro in 2015, right?
um. I think I did turned pro in 2013
All right,
after
yeah. So yeah,
after Olympics.
yeah. So yeah, that video was uploaded in 2015. It didn't happen in 2015, but it was uploaded in 2015. It
Yeah,
was interesting, and he wasn't fighting Dillian. It wasn't with Dillian Whyte either.
it was fighting a guy. It wasn't fighting a guy from Romania, right?
I believe so.
The
A little
guy,
short guy, and
yeah,
he was shorter than Dillian Whyte.
he was the guy from Romania. Is a plumber, I think so. I think the plumber from
Mm,
Romania who has a really good amateur pedigree, but he never, Antonio
right?
never got knocked out, like knocked out cold. He was stopped
No.
on his feet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's different in the amateurs.
he never got knocked out cold. He was stopped on his feet. So I know the video you're talking about now. Yeah, he had that as well. Deontay got knocked out. He got knocked out by a Russian a Russian taxi driver.
Yeah. Well, you gotta understand. I mean, have you seen Deion?
And Deontay Wilder as well got outboxed by a police officer.
Yep. Yeah, I seen that video.
Yeah, he got outboxed by a police officer, and the same police officer Andre Ward beat. Andre Ward beat the guy so bad. Andre Ward
Wow.
beat the same guy I'm talking about, Clement Russo. So
Wow.
and that guy outboxed Deontay Wilder. He's a police officer right now. I mean, he's a Italian police officer. So
Wow.
yeah,
Man, all
the
these
guy.
boxers fighting cops. That's scary.
Well, he's a cop. He's a cop. I mean, the guy. A lot of people commented on the video and say, "Oh, black." They said something about cops treating black, bad or so like that. I said, "This is not about." The guy is a boxer. He has a
Yeah.
good amateur pedigree. He's not just a random guy. Yes, but Deontay Wilder,
Right.
with his height, we should have been able to beat Clement Russo very easy. Instead, Clement Russo was just abusing Deontay Wilder. Wilder is now 2,000 times better. No.
Well, then there.
No. Wilder still fights the same way he fought Clement Russo right now. Because why I say so is that Wilder is not technically gifted. I mean, he doesn't want to improve. He just feels like that's no style. His brother, Marvelous, what's his name, Marcellus Wilder, has more skill, and you can see that the guy knows how to boss than Wilder. I mean,
He has. Yeah, he has the ideal of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. And I was like surprised that the guy can box.
But I remember height don't mean jack.
What do you think about Efe Ajagba, the Nigerian new heavyweight nightmare?
Someone had asked me about him, and I was like, no, I haven't. I'm gonna have to look up on him.
Golovkin was stripped off his IBF belt. Yeah, I saw it already.
Nah, I didn't know about that. Wow. Yeah, because he didn't take on his mandatory.
Yeah, and the Russian guy, right, or the Ukrainian?
Right.
Guy?
Right. I think he's Ukrainian, and that's a fight that he should have took. I mean, the guy only has 12 fights. Like, how did he become number one? But I don't know. Maybe he would have got embarrassed if he would have lost. But then again, he was still hoping to get that fight with Canelo Alvarez. Plus, he was asking for more money ever since Canelo. Just because what happened with the pushback of the fight, because he wanted to how can I say, eat some contaminated meat. And all. So I don't know. I think that whole thing was all planned on Golden Boy's part. Like they really wasn't trying to fight this man again. So he was holding out for that, and he ended up losing his belt. He's been stripped. He said, "GGG, we'll get it back." Might as well, because he's not fighting Canelo Alvarez, so he might as well go ahead and fight for this guy. Dermachenko is his name. It's something like that. But Lennox Lewis won't know where to start. I've seen Lennox Lewis' name up there plenty of times. That's one of my favorite fighters, man. What are y'all saying about Lennox? Lennox Lewis had he had a lot of American fighters running. All right, a lot of great American fighters did not want to face Lennox Lewis, and that's what made me like him. Every time, I mean, Mike Tyson in his prime, he didn't want him. Not even Evander Holyfield wanted him, but you know they had to some way work something out with them in order to get him to face Lennox Lewis. And I remembers when he took on what's his name? Wow, Andrew Galata. A lot of people thought Lewis would lose that fight, not me. And Lewis came out there. It was a demolition derby.
I don't think Gennady Golovkin wanted to defend his title against that guy, and also I think Gennady Golovkin has his profile has risen. You know, ever since this Canelo fade drug test, you know, his profile rose, and he put up a great display against his last opponent. And maybe that's the reason why I just feel like that it doesn't matter, let him take it. Maybe that's the reason why if he's so.
He didn't take it because of what?
Maybe he just because his profile rose after Canelo failed the test. Maybe that's the reason why they didn't take it. Normally, you remember the guy can fight he can fight anyone, and at the time you become bigger, you feel like you've done enough, that you don't want to do more. It could be. So
yeah, but that's bad on his record though. You know, to have a strip and a draw. I mean, right now Golovkin, I feel sorry for the guy.
Me too, bro. I have to feel sorry for the guy,
Yeah, so I heard about.
What are they talking about right now?
They're talking about Gennady Golovkin versus Saunders and Jacobs versus Canelo. I mean, Canelo. I was gonna make a video on that, but darn, I just couldn't get around. I'm trying to get my words together for that. Like the first one I was gonna make is that if Saunders pulled out of that Martin Murray fight to try to get a fight with Canelo Alvarez, that was a dumb move on his part because, like Martin Murray said, he already knows he's not going to that Saunders not going to fight either of the two. So there was no reason to fake a hand injury or a hamstring injury. But the way it looks, he didn't fake it because they moved on with Jacobs. And so, but man, for a young man, he only 28. Man, his body's falling apart. Man, the fight got canceled twice or pushed back twice.
Saunders is a very phenomenal fighter. He's got the boxing ability. His boxing ability is very.
Good night, Daniel.
He's good.
Yeah,
he's a phenomenal boxer, but I think he's just inactive, just too inactive for a fighter, and that might get to hurt him in the future because you might think, oh, you're doing it now, nothing will happen, but at the same time, if the body doesn't respond.
Good night, PC.
Good night, PC.
Wait, no, he's saying good night to I think Daniel, is he? Yeah.
None of you guys join us, and later when I post a video, they start commenting and saying, "Oh, I'm so biased. I'm so this." Now we are live now. You guys should join us now instead of commenting, and insulting me. But for me, I don't really care because I've been insulted before. I don't really care. I just go with and people that like me. People that hate me. That's how it
Right.
is. You know, some people get me. Some people want to get on my herd. They want to get in my herd, but they don't know that I'm just so easy.
All right,
It's easy to get in my
SJ.
herd.
And y'all will be seeing some more British and UK boxing reports
What
from you.
what about the Eddie Hearn show? When is it going to? I mean, how is it going right now? Because who
I
has he
mean,
fighting?
right now, I heard that he had got some guy, Zab Judah, some washed up fighter. Right,
Mhm.
that's what I heard. But for right now, he's still over here making, trying to get some fighters.
Mm.
And some people say he should never have blurted out about the money. He signed Tank, did he? He signed Tank Davis. Nah, he's still with Mayweather. Far as I know.
Yeah, it's still with Mayweather, but they don't have the best. They don't have the best communication. What do you think over there?
Oh no, I mean, yeah, they had their fallouts ever since Mayweather wanted to make him fight Lomachenko. Tank ain't like that.
Yeah.
Now they all said that it was because Tank Davis was, I guess, dating Mayweather's daughter or trying to, you know, get hooked up with her. He ain't like that, and that's weird because he brought his daughter a ring, okay, a ring that's a type of ring that a man will buy a woman like his wife or so. He brought that for his daughter. I seen the big diamond ring on his daughter. I'm like, what's up with that with Floyd? I mean, to me, it looks like that's his favorite kid. I mean, I understand that she's his first, but I don't know that didn't look right. Like Floyd Mayweather purchased his daughter a ring, a big diamond ring. Yeah, on Twitter, alluded to signing with her. Yeah, nah. At first, when I seen it, I'm thinking, I don't know. It just don't look right. I mean, what father would buy his daughter that type of ring? Boxing block. You have a daughter, right?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Would you buy her a big diamond ring
No,
if you had the money?
no. I'm an African friend, so I think my mentality is quite different from Mayweather's mentality.
Yeah, I understand that, but I mean,
Do you know that? Do you know that the richest black man is a Nigerian? Do you know that?
yeah, I seen your video. Yeah.
The richest black man is a Nigerian. Have you ever heard of the guy? No,
Uh-huh.
you
No.
never heard of the guy because he doesn't wear diamond
Uh-uh.
ring. He doesn't talk to the media. You understand? He's a very. This is
Right.
how I want to be. This is how my mentality is. And you don't see his daughters wearing diamond rings, or you never know. They just dress normal. You know, this is how he has
Right.
to be. But I know
Right.
If
See.
Mayweather were to be that rich, I think he will buy the whole world.
Yeah. No, I'm not thinking incest, but I don't know. It just didn't seem right. I mean, right now we got a lot going on over here with one of our R&B singers. he's locked up for messing with little girls.
R. Kelly?
And now this, yeah, R. Kelly. And all right, he says Floyd about his fighters' watches. Yeah, watches. So yeah, and some say he's nearly a billionaire, so it's okay. Yeah, like he said, yeah, some people flaunt their money differently. But ever since it was he was with most diamonds are from Africa. Yeah, I believe that diamond that's on her finger is from Africa. That bad boy is huge. But like I said, when Hank Davis trying to talk to his daughter, he said, "Oh yeah, you want to mess around with my daughter? Okay, cool. I'll put you in the ring with hey, Vasil Lomachenko. See how you like that." Now, but before, he was saying, "Oh, it was last year. Only last year he was saying, nah, he's not ready yet." But now, yeah, Lomachenko says something behind his back. He's, wrapping his arm around his little girl's shoulders and up. Time to face Lomachenko. You're getting too brave now. Wow. So that's how I seen it.
Well, Mayweather, I think, is a phenomenal boxer. I respect the guy, but he's not a role model. He's not someone I can say I look up to, or business
Nah,
wise, you
nah.
can say that business wise, you know, but because the guy's also a good businessman, but as a person, no, no, his lifestyle is very different from mine, very different.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He put a ring up there. That ring is bigger than that diamond she got. Y'all have to look that up. Floyd Mayweather buys his daughter a diamond. I believe that was that is yeah, the hardest working boxer in the history of boxing. Hey, I am a Mayweather fan. Don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on the guy, but wait, I'm trying to see because oh goodness.
What's the issue between Deontay Wilder and Mayweather?
Probably gossip. It's a
Uh,
30-carat diamond he brought her. Like for her 18th birthday. A lot of guys was over here in America. I don't know. They act like it's hard to give each other props and everything. But that's one thing about some of these guys on YouTube. Although Wilder isn't the best thing to look at, but they'll still give him his props. So the
yeah.
ring is on her. It's on her middle finger. But
Uh,
all these other, huh?
the first Safari fight. What do you think about the first Safari?
The Tyson Fury fight, the one that's coming up.
What do you think about that guy, Safari? What do you think about that guy?
Tyson Fury, you mean?
I mean, Safari. Safari, the guy that's supposed to
Oh,
fight him.
oh, I don't know. I don't know too much about him. Not gonna lie to you.
He's the best cruiserweight in
Uh,
Albania.
he said he a bum. Because Wilder will surpass Floyd 50 and no record. Wow, you think so? See, like I was telling Boxing Block earlier. The thing is with this fight. Wait, somebody already done that, didn't he? Some Asian boxer, or no, he tied the record. But anyway, with this fight with Dillian with him and AJ, like I said before, Eddie Hearn might as well say that, hey, look, we're going to try to make this fight marinate. All right. But then again, I also heard that Anthony Joshua has not signed an extended contract with Eddie Hearn. Right? The contract he has not signed an extended contract with them yet.
Yeah, not yet, but he will or might. So at the moment now, AJ has the power to say promote himself, but I think he still wants to work with Eddie Hearn, and I think Eddie Hearn. If AJ says now that he doesn't want to, I mean, he wants to be on his own. The guy already has AJ boxing, so he can sell out stadiums. AJ doesn't sell out stadiums because of Eddie Hearn, huh? He sells out
Right.
stadiums because of his name and his brand. Because anywhere he goes, you can see the attention he gets and everything. But I think he stays with Eddie Hearn until maybe for another contract, or maybe 3 years or so, or 2 years before he can. I don't know what he would do. But I think he should stay with Eddie Hearn because
Well, well, see,
after all, he's the guy. Anthony Joshua
right.
he's not a good trash talker. He cannot sell. He cannot sell. He cannot sell. He cannot sell it. Like he's not a guy who can. He needs a mouthpiece.
Yeah.
And even if he has his own promotional company right now, he would need someone who can talk, like someone like Shannon Briggs. Someone like Shannon Briggs,
Yeah.
who can do trash talk for him, because he's not.
Mhm.
He's not a guy who is not a guy who's into trash talk. It's not like that. He cannot do it. Even though he tries to do it, he cannot. He just he just know how to talk classy, keep it low key, talk like that's how it is. He cannot change it. If he try to force it, then people will see him like, what's he doing right now? So
you know, he's at a point that he don't have to do all that trash talk. I mean, like you said, his name alone rang bells, and once people hear Anthony Joshua will be fighting, the ticket's going to sell. I mean, I remember it's back in the 20 years ago, we had rappers that was like that. I mean, they didn't have to make a good CD. Everyone just seen, oh, okay, Wu-Tang Clan just dropped something. They just went out and purchased it, and they'll sell in numbers. They had that rep. Yeah, that's the guy with the 50-0 record. And Anthony Joshua, he's right there. But if he does leave Eddie Hearn and then fight Wilder, that'd be a whole lot more money in his pocket. I hate to talk about the money, somebody else's money, but that's what it looks like. It'll be more on his end.
well,
He said AJ stupid. Stupid for what? If he leaves Eddie Hearn, or AJ, one of those dumb, handsome kids.
if it's dumb, why does he live a lifestyle where you don't have to pay for it? People don't just think before they talk sometimes, huh? People, the people they call smart can't even sell out an arena yet. Even Tyson Fury, the ticket is not sold out yet. You know that? And it's come back, the ticket are not sold out yet. Tyson Fury, a lot of people want to see it. It's not sold out. It's not sold out. He hasn't been able to sell out the arena yet. So
No.
give AJ his props, because his name alone, he can sell anything. I mean, he went to he went to the state the other day. He flew on a private jet there, and other states did other things with Under Armour. He didn't pay a penny, or was paid by sponsors. I mean, the lifestyle he lives, most of them are even look. You saw the money he made out of the money he made, 5 point something million, without even having to fight. You understand? Just through marketing. He made his money, and tell me how much did Tyson Fury made that kind of money?
Nope.
But is Water make that kind of money? No.
No.
So what are you saying that the guy is dumb? I mean, let's be serious here. The people you call smart, those ones are not making anything. Those ones are not getting enough, are not getting, and they have to, call AJ out in order to get some of the balls going on. Because like Tyson Fury right now is calling out Joshua out every time, saying that he will fight Joshua. Tyson Fury was asked today on IFL TV about fighting Tony Bellew. You know what he said?
Yeah.
He said, well, Tony Bellew is a family man. They are respect me. Tyson Fury did not give a concrete answer. But you are fighting Sefer. Let's be sincere here. You don't want to fight Tony Bellew. Who, you say he's a cruiserweight. You say he's a family man. What does that have to do with fighting? I mean, I don't get it.
Right. I mean, Vladimir Klitschko is a family man as well. But peace. That's true because let me see, where was we at? I think we was in Philly. We called a cab, and the guy who was driving the cab, act like like, dude, how long you been driving this cab? Act like you don't know where you're going. And he said he's still dazed from the fight he had with Wilder. So I was like, damn. So they weren't lying when he said he fought cab drivers. I mean, the cab guy in Philly, he fought Wilder. So no, them cab drivers, he gonna have to stop fighting them because it's like he giving them dudes brain damage. Like they go back to work, they don't know their way around the city anymore. Like, damn. Well, it was for the money, And I was like, yeah. He was like, that was the biggest tip I ever received. I think he said it was like 25,000 or 100,000. Yeah. Nah, he's gonna have to start fighting these cab drivers because I mean they crashing and don't know way around the city.
I think Tyson Fury we beat Seferi. I was just imagining yesterday that what if Seferi wobbles Tyson Fury? That would be.
Hey, I wouldn't I wouldn't be shocked. He's been off for a while. He's been through a lot of stuff. So I definitely, don't think, to see the same Tyson Fury before he left.
So
I mean, this is going to be interesting. So I wouldn't be shocked.
So if it's wobbled by Seferi, you won't be shocked.
No.
Seferi has no power. I mean, he went to defense with Manu Cha. Manu Cha doesn't have power. You know that? Manu Cha is one of the weakest champions. Listen, I respect Manu Cha as a person. I know he's been through a lot. I know he's been through a lot in life. He got checked with Godfather. But let's be serious. Manu Cha is not a powerful heavyweight. I mean, he's a good boxer, but not really powerful. I mean, Marius Brides, I think, can be able to boss Manu Cha. No doubt about that. Manu Cha got knocked out by Alexander Povetkin as well.
Yeah. Wow. Well, we have to remember as well, too, because he was on drugs and whatnot. That stuff takes a lot out of him.
Seferi wobbles Tyson Fury. That would be, I mean, for me, it would be a very big shock. Why is Tyson Fury? I want to, if there are Fury fans here, please, I want to ask you this question, and if you can answer. Why is Tyson Fury not, wanting to fight Tony Bellew? I mean, yes, if he beats Tyson Fury, because he said that there's no way. He said he will.
Yeah, you got SJ. He's a Tyson Fury fan.
Okay, SJ. So why Tyson Fury was asked today on IFL TV? whether he will entertain a fight with Tony Belly or not. The guy did not reply. He just let Tony Belly, his family man, and all that stuff. Why isn't he keen? Why isn't he keen enough to fight Tony Belly after saying that he will fight him and beat him with one hand and could will beat AJ with one hand? Why? Because he said he will beat Joshua with one hand. He said he didn't even need to train. You know, that's what he said. I mean, maybe he just trash talking, but there are some things you say as a father and they don't fulfill. The fans might ask questions. This is what I'm just asking. You know. So SJS, if you can answer, it'd be very nice if you can.
I hope he didn't dip. Like, whoa, that's a question I ain't answering. I don't know, man. These guys they like to play. I'm talking about the boxers, and they love playing mind games and whatnot. He said he's scared.
No, that's not a guy. I mean, that's
No, I know. He responded
I'm
because
waiting. I'm waiting for SJ to reply. Is it
wow.
the entire vocabulary could be written? Okay.
Cigarette paper.
SJ replied. It said, honestly, BBC, I'm giving him a free pass until the end of the year, 2 year layoff and all. He talks a lot of shit and consistently trolls. I don't take everything he says serious.
Oh, okay. I could agree with that.
he said he talks a lot of shit. SGS,
Yeah.
he's a real Tasafiri fan.
I,
He's keeping it real.
I agree with the whole thing with the 2 year layoff and all. Yeah, I agree.
Because the next thing now,
But man,
at the end of the year, I mean,
so
so he said he needed no. He said, yes, SGS, yes. He said he needed no. As for wait, he said as for Belly though, I think Tyson Fury destroys him. He don't have the power to KO a super heavyweight. Well, why is Tyson Fury avoiding the fight? Is what I'm saying because he destroys him, but he's fighting Seferi Seferi, and he talked about fighting Channel Briggs for his comeback, and he didn't fight Channel Briggs, and he said he will fight Channel Briggs now, but he doesn't fight Channel Briggs next, then Channel Briggs might have to go to the UK, and you know what happens? What the guy does, he might go to his house. You know, the guy troubled David Hay. I think Channel Briggs mentally destroyed David Hay. That's the reason why David Hay kind of lost his game because Channel Briggs kind of exposed David Hay in a way that, like he said, David Hay is a celebrity boxer. He's not a real boxer. Like he fights for money, not for the love of the sport. So Channel Briggs he went to David Hay's house. He followed David Hay. Remember what he did with Klitschko? He troubled Klitschko as well.
yeah.
Channel Briggs, that guy is Tyson Fury will have to be very careful with what he said because he said he's going to fight Channel Briggs next after Seferi Fury.
Shoot,
So
man, Shannon Briggs, he's been off for a full 2 years as well.
yeah, but he still got power to fight. I mean, I don't know if Tyson Fury doesn't, if Tyson Fury can avoid the early rounds in that fight, then yeah, he can win. But if he doesn't, because Channel Briggs, he's very dangerous in the earlier rounds. Very dangerous. He's like KO artist. Yeah. We've got to give the
Mm-mm.
guy some respect though, even though he failed drug test, but we've got to give him some respect because he's a legend in the sport. And he's entertained us a lot. His trash talk is nice, he's scared, he has,
Right? You said,
his trash talk is
yeah.
different from Tyson Fury's trash talk. His own
Mm-hmm.
style is very different. His own style is more like a inspirational one. You might not like the guy, but you might not like the guy, but you will not hate the guy to the extent of saying that this guy you wish him bad luck. I remember when he wanted to fight, when he was about to fight Francis Quendo, I was really rooting for him. I was really rooting for him to win until
Right.
yeah, he got caught about you know performance enhancing drugs. That really let me down because I was ready for the guy to win.
Mm-mm. You said Shannon Briggs is dangerous to anyone for at least 3 to 6 rounds. Agree with that. Man, still has his power. And I've been left like Shannon Briggs alone. Like I hear a lot of people, juicing him up, but I'm like, man, Shannon Briggs don't even look like the Shannon Briggs I knew 20 years ago. I mean, the guy, like he's built up, like he's in shape and all, but nah. I still don't think he's relevant. And yeah, he has won some fights, but big journeyman he be beating up on.
Well, I
Yeah, I think he
know.
got caught for steroids too. Yep. Yeah, steroids also make you age faster. I mean, how old does you think Tyson Fury is? Shannon Briggs is. I mean, I think he's around my age, but he has more gray than I do. And I don't even dye my hair or anything like that, or my beard.
Well, you don't. You look. You still look fresh. Uh,
Yeah, thanks.
yeah,
yeah, yeah, you
You
see
look.
my videos, yeah,
You look fresh. God gave you a good gene. You know.
right. Right.
Yeah, you're still looking
Plus, like I
fresh.
like like I said, I can't drink or smoke weed. Wish I could. Need to
If you
drink every once in a while.
if you were addicted to something, maybe like if you see some drug addicts, they might be in their 30s or so, and maybe in their 20s,
Right.
and they look like old people because of you know what they take. When you live
Yeah.
clean, you eat clean, then I mean different. You look different. That's why.
He said AJ. Yeah, I'm 45, but he's not 45. He's 47. He got me by 2 years. He was born in 71. Someone said I think he's 53 or 54. Man, y'all making him older, just as about the same age as Luis Ortiz. I don't know, PC. I don't see if Anthony Joshua ever tested positive for steroids.
Those are just rumors, bro.
Yeah, I know in
Show,
in
show
that
me,
video.
show me the proof. The guy is the most tested boxer in the world right now. The most tested boxer. Go check it out. How many times he's tested a week? And you see, you know.
Ortiz is 40. You could tell from his body.
Well,
Yeah,
listen.
see, PC, this is what I want to say, right?
Mhm.
What good is it, okay, to use those type of steroids? Like, if he is using them type of steroids, see, see, I was on another live stream. I was in his chat room, and they was talking about Anthony Joshua's body and whatnot. But what I'm saying, what good is it using steroids for muscle if it's not going to improve your performance? You need the steroids that's going to improve your performance. All right, a study body building. So that's I don't know. I always say that's a waste of argument, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if you can go back and look up Michael Grant from like 20 years or more than 20 years ago. All right, look at him. He was the one that got starched by Lennox Lewis. In fact, he was the one that America had built up to beat Lennox Lewis. The guy is six. I think Michael Grant is 6'7", 6'8". and he is huge, bigger than Anthony Joshua, like in body mass. But I never heard anything about him being on steroids. Nah, nope. It was all right. You say you can't be over muscled or pushed, all right? And smoking weed all day. Nah. You know what? I can't eat really fried foods either. I got sensitive teeth. Sensitive teeth. Yeah, I'm all messed up. It's been like that since I was a kid. Nigerian genes. Who knows? Some people say I look Dominican, and a lot of Dominicans have Nigerian or Nigerian descent. So it could be. Who knows? I never got my DNA tested. But I want to let y'all know this since we brought this up. Did y'all know, like, if you look at the DNA videos on YouTube, more Black Americans are more Black than have more Black in them than Africans who take the test. Like a lot of Africans, they like you see some Africans come up with like 100%, but like the majority I've seen, they'd be like they're 75%. I've seen some that was 60. Seen some over here in the United States, but mostly the people over here, the Black Americans, like 80 and 90%. So I hope Ortiz wins this one. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, well, that's what I was saying, Tom Sawyer. I mean, if all I'm saying, if Ortiz wins, all right, it's going to be hell to pay if he wins.
Ortiz will no winners fight. Believe that. I'm just saying. Well, I will be supporting Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte is, I mean, has won me over as a father. I mean, I used to be anti Dillian Whyte before he fought AJ because of what happened. But I think after AJ, he became a very different person. I don't know how he did it, but he became very. Before AJ, he wasn't that focused. But
Mm-hmm.
he lost to AJ, he became very focused and
Oh
started
yeah,
working his way
yeah,
up. Yeah, I don't know how it happened. You know,
yeah. He's right. He said he still got bombs. Yeah, I knew that. Wilder would duck. Right, if Ortiz wins, I would give Wilder more credit for the win. I'm not convinced Ortiz still has it. Was blowing. He was It was blowing after 8 rounds versus Wilder. All right, Ortiz counters. Power will be deadly for Dillian. AJ will destroy old man Ortiz.
listen
And
carefully. Ortiz is 59 years old, like I said before, and that guy needs medication to breathe.
yeah,
If you doubt it, just wait till the fight happens, and you're going to see how Dillian Whyte play with Ortiz. Ortiz is a good boxer, dangerous southpaw, you know, but you cannot doubt that his age is there already. I mean, you cannot. I mean, you can say I'm 38 years old, I'm 30 years old. You cannot cheat your re-age. Your re-age, shows when time
the
comes.
secret smoker. Right. Yeah, yeah. See, let me tell you something about that. If you are young, right, like in your 30s, and you had them type of sicknesses, man. Like I had a friend who was a coworker who I knew for a while. He died at the age of 36, and he was sick. Just like Ortiz. So yeah, he could be older than he say he is. Wilder is
Ortiz,
smoking.
and let's not forget that Ortiz won every round there. Like I said, um, so Ortiz won every round in that fight. Let's not forget that.
Well, I was saying the same. I had Wilder losing. Going into the stoppage. If I'm like, darn, why did he take? I mean, it's his skills really did show in that fight. I mean, his inexperience. Ortiz won 5 max. Yeah, yeah, because he did. When did he get knocked down? What's like in the 5th, something like that? He got knocked down twice. And the judges had screw job in place for if Wilder didn't knock out Ortiz. Yeah, we seen that. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Tom Sawyer. I don't shoot. I don't know, but I know with these judges. I remember someone had said something about Mayweather and the judges, but y'all gotta understand this. Like, there's a few fights. I just want to say this about Mayweather. There's like a few fights that are questionable, okay, on his resume. But from what I'm hearing, he was robbed of a gold medal right here on American soil. So I guess, since he got robbed here on American soil for a gold, something he should have won, because we have plenty of gold medalists here from America who lost fights. But he was robbed of a gold medal. So I guess they made it for him. If he doesn't get knocked out, he won't get robbed in his pro career, or he will never lose a decision in his pro career, since they robbed him of his gold medal here on American soil. And when I heard that, it probably kind of makes sense. I know this fight, the first one with Maidana, was Bomb Squad fans are biased. Yeah, and the Roy Jones, he got robbed overseas though. This happened. Mayweather got robbed right here on American soil. Yeah, but I remember when Roy Jones got robbed. It's Bomb Squad. All right. Nah, Madonna won the first 4 rounds, but lost every round after that. You talking about in the first fight? Yeah, the right uppercut, round 10 was good night. No judges needed ever. Yeah. So, hold on for a sec. I think I see somebody pulling up. Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to step away from the screen on my computer screen. Oh, yep. Yeah, she's here.
All right.
So, all right, gang. I'm gonna pull it in. But boxing block.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to show me how to do this, because darn, that fight come on late.
What do you want me to show you?
Like how to send out requests and everything to do live streams, because I might do a live stream on the Terrence Crawford fight, Jeff Horn fight. I'm getting that at.
No,
when is
the fight? Is it this weekend?
Yeah, yep, Saturday.
Yeah, I don't know if they will show it where I am now, but they will see.
Right.
Yeah, I will show you. I will send a request. I might just make a video.
Yeah.
I might just make a video of it.
Yeah, because I want to. I was gonna try doing it live on my channel for the first time,
Yeah, it'll be
and
nice. You know?
yeah, and you and I can do it. Is she coming in here?
Like,
Man, is she out there running off at her mouth? Goodness. Women can talk.
just how to
I'm
send the
fighting.
just how to send the request, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
you gotta show me how to send you the.
let me record. Let me record the. I'm recording now. I'm recording now. Then press here. And then you click to copy, and then close here. Then you go to Twitter or whatever you want to send it.
Oh, okay.
Wait, don't worry. I'm recording the video and I will send you.
All right.
And then you paste and you send.
Okay, and that's
Okay,
the video you just sent.
I will send the video now. I've already
Oh,
recorded the
okay.
video. Let me send the video. You know, just how I did it now so that you can just get it.
All right. 38 bums. He said if then Mayweather could sit down. Well, he did face what's his name, Ortiz.
I just sent you now, bro.
All right.
So
You sent that to the Twitter.
yeah.
All right.
You
I'm
send
a,
it. You send it. So when you finish, you think you receive it.
all right.
You just say how I did it now. It's quite simple. For those of you guys who haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and of course like the video. You know, and let me also thank you all you guys who subscribe to my channel because you guys have made my channel really grown from 0 subscribers to where I am right now.
Yeah,
uh,
that's real good.
I,
You know,
I never thought I could be able to get to this point regarding a person who like some people say my accent is they when they click on my channel they it's like they expect to hear maybe a British accent or um American accent, or a different type of accent, not like mine. So they kind of be even though boxing is global, but it kind of revolve around the UK and the US right now regarding the rivalry stuff. And yeah, I was able to grow my channel, talk confident,
yeah.
and a lot of Nigerians have subscribed to my channel. I was surprised when I checked it last time. A lot of Nigerians subscribed my channel, so I have to thank everybody, Americans and you British people and New Zealand, all over the world who are subscribing. And you can subscribe as well to CMD Boss Reports. If you want to get
Yeah.
another opinion of someone else as well, because my opinion doesn't mean it's perfect.
Right.
Because everybody has their own opinion. In a way, I present the facts. Maybe I might be a little bit too biased against the underwater, but I have a reason. Like I said before, I told the CMD that why I do that is because of how the other channels chastise Anthony Joshua. That's why
Yeah.
I do that. You understand? So they hate Anthony Joshua, they post negative stuff. Anthony Joshua is a Ninja guy, and I cannot see a Ninja guy, you know, being chastised. Why I don't see anything? Because you understand? So I have to. Not like I don't like water. I like water. I was a fan of water even before this guys who say they are fan of water became fans. Because I remember just few years ago, like 3 to 4 years ago, none of these channels who say they are pro water fans now, none of them, I said none of them cared about the water. They rarely talked about water. 4 years ago, I'm telling you right now. And I was subscribed to the channel, you know. None of them talked about it.
Right. Yeah. The video came through.
So
Yeah.
none of them talked about the guy. And all of a sudden they are pro Water fans. That's why if Water does lose, believe me, if Water does lose against Joshua, believe me, all those fans that said they are fans, you would never hear from them again. Definitely. Because the balls is already gone. Like if Joshua does lose, Joshua will still be selling out stadiums. You doubt it? Just mark my word that we can bet if you want it. Because they just like the
Right.
guy, not because of his boxing skills, not because he's the most gifted boxer ever, but because of his personality. That's why they like the guy. He's just a likable guy naturally. And the good thing is that the good thing for him is that he's not a trash talker. He's not a guy who says he's gonna beat you, gonna do that, gonna knock you out. Like Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury talked a lot of shit about Klitschko and did it in a way like he had Boston, right? But
Yeah.
just imagine that Tyson Fury didn't have the Boston skills required. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm. Right.
Then it would have been disastrous in a way. Tyson Fury has been getting a pass in a lot of things because of his boxing skills, because he knows how to control a fight. But let's see how it goes against Seyfried and Sorry. Seyfried and Sorry. This guy, I think it'll be this guy. But I just hope the guy does no wobble Tyson Fury. Just hope. AJ with gas,
Right.
AJ with gas get caught and get slapped around. Water in 5 by KO is not whole, some whole Russian. Why don't we follow up and hand it? Russian is Vladimir Klitschko is not Russian, first of all. So AJ has never fought a Russian right now. So in his pro career, has never fought a Russian, I guess. Has he fought a Russian? His pro career? I don't think so. And also, you have to know that Deontay Wilder is not physically strong than like AJ. AJ is much more physically endowed and stronger. AJ can handle Deontay Wilder. Let's say they just want to fight, just wrestle. AJ can wrestle Deontay Wilder
Hmm.
and handle him. Deontay Wilder cannot push AJ around like the way he did to Luis Ortiz. He pushed Luis Ortiz around. He was just bullying the guy around. The size difference was just the main issue. Between him and Luis
Right.
Ortiz.
Hold
Luis
on.
Ortiz.
Right. Let me look at this window because she knows she pulled up, but she's still out there talking to the neighbor. Damn. Yeah, yeah. I agree.
Wilder smells
But
blood. Wilder smells blood. Yeah, he smells blood. Definitely, no doubt about that. Water is dangerous. Nobody says it's not dangerous, but AJ is a complete. What you say? A complete fighter because he can make it nasty and he can make it look smooth. So AJ will make that fight look nasty. Don't let that Joseph Parker fight fool you, huh? There's a reason why he busted that fight and he did not fight in that fight. If he had fought in that fight, Joseph Parker will go to sleep. Believe that. But he didn't fight, he just boxed. He wanted to show people that, listen, I'm not just a brawler, I'm also a boxer. I can box, I can use my jab, just win a fight with a jab. He won that fight with a jab against Joseph Parker. And Joseph Parker, I saw an interview about his coach complaining that, oh, the referee was so bad. But you knew about the referee, you signed it. It's not like they forced you. It's not like they gave you the referee and said, okay, this is the referee we use. No, you both agreed on the referee. So why are you complaining? I don't get it. You've lost, you've lost. You know. And the
right.
AJ never got a sweat in that fight. Did you see the guy sweat once? Go look at the fight. Nothing. It just like it came out of the just like someone coming out from the gym, after doing some reflexes and other stuff. That was how it was. He never had any bruise in his face. So you just have to know AJ's uppercut is dangerous. And Gentle Water has uppercut, but his uppercut is not as deadly as AJ's uppercut. Believe me.
Right.
If Klitschko, I saw that video, that documentary they did, and Klitschko, they said, why did Klitschko prepare well? He said he prepared well. He said that uppercut, you cannot prepare for that. You cannot prepare for something you don't see coming. He said that uppercut
No.
is one of the best uppercut is.
Yeah. The uppercuts are dangerous, man. You could break a person's nose and all.
He never prepared for that. Let's just be sincere right now. So I'm not saying that just what is not dangerous. I know it's dangerous, but I just think when that fight happens, it will not be a match. AJ will measure the guy up at first when they fight. He will let you into water through his windmill stuff, and before you know, get on the inside. Yeah, just what I would throw windmill, definitely would throw windmill. He would throw windmill, definitely. Then he will let you into water through the windmill, and then he will try counter the guy. And you see what
Right.
AJ might even measure the water easy work. You'll be surprised, and then you will say Gentle Water is a bum at time. That's why I want Gentle Water to improve his skills more, so that when they get to fight, then we will know that we are having a maybe if they have to boss, they have to boss. If they have to fight, they have to fight. Not like AJ just embarrass the guy and they will call Gentle Water a bum, and then AJ will not get any credit again. Or understand? So I'm just saying it. You might say AJ beats Water, Gentle Water beats AJ. People are saying that are just relying on the right end. And you are forgetting that Joshua has a right hand as well. He doesn't use it often, but when he used it against Charles Martin, you saw what happened. He doesn't use it often, only when you get in the position for him to use it, then he uses it. But
Right.
his main weapon is his uppercut and his combinations. His combinations, you cannot avoid that. Well, you cannot avoid that. But his uppercut is the one you don't see coming. And that uppercut is gonna make your water go to la la la. Believe that. No, you will see what happens. No, no, no. I will not try to exaggerate too much. In case if it happens, we'll say, "Oh, BBC, you see now we were wrong." So it was wrong. So I wouldn't exaggerate too much. You might be surprised that okay, just what I would beat Anthony Joshua, you know, maybe beat him or so like that. I would not, exaggerate too much, but I'm just according to my own research and my own observation, Anthony Joshua will make easy work of Deontay Water. He will boss with Deontay Water first, and then let Deontay Water turn it into a brawling fight. Then he will handle Deontay Water. Handle him. Remember Vladimir Klitschko, what he did to a lot of fighters. When he saw that some fighters, that's the mistake he made against Tyson Fury, and he wanted to, and that's the mistake he made against Tyson Fury, and he wanted to try restore the mistake he made because he thought Tyson Fury he could boss with Tyson Fury. If he knew that that he cannot boss Tyson Fury, he would have made that fight a brawling fight. That Klitschko,
Right.
he knows how to brawl a lot. His brawl is very different. He can push you around the ring. You know how he does it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so he's very that Klitschko is a dirty fighter as well. He's very dirty as well. You know, he have his left hook that he throws is very effective. In that fight, AJ, took the fight at the right time. Let's just hope for this result is to happen because I cannot wait for this fight. This fight will be a fight everybody will be, you know,
Yeah.
will be awake for. I mean, I myself, I watched the fight differently, and I'll be supporting Dillian Whyte to win. Not saying that Luis Ortiz might not cannot boss Dillian Whyte. He can. He has got his skills, but I just think that The guy is too hurt, because Dillian Whyte will not boss with the Sotes. If Dillian Whyte go there and boss with the Sotes will win that fight. Whyte will handle the Sotes. It will make it a brawling fight. Push the Sotes around. Will push the guy around. He's a hard man, so push him around. Handle him inside. But be careful of Sotes' uppercut. He's got a deadly uppercut as well. We saw that against Brian Jennings. Although they said he was he juiced up in that fight. So Sotes with the juice, we don't know how good he is, but we know that with this, with Sotes, when he's juiced up, we know how good he is. But when it's not juiced up, we don't know how good the guy is.
Right.
So let's just see what happens. That's it for tonight, guys. Like the video, like I said.
Yeah, and subscribe.
Subscribe and go check out CMD Boss Reports. Go check out his channel. He's got some good content as well. He's got his own style, different from mine, and I think you'll learn a lot from him as well. Everybody's got their own experience. So like the video, share, and of course subscribe to the channel.
All right, 19 likes.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Good night, PC. Hope to see you again, my man.
Yeah, definitely. What's his name? PC Beast.
PC Beast.
Next time you have to come join the chat and join us, and we talk about it, about boxing, because it's nice to see
all you guys.
It's nice to hear.
See some new faces. Good night, y'all.
Good night, bro.
Go get my woman. She out there running off at the mouth.
Stay blessed.
You as well.
Cheers. You too,
Cheers.
bro. Cheers.